Yo, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? We are live. We're back with another weekly update from the Entrepreneur Parking Lot. Welcome to Ras Corner, everybody. Shout out to all the new people that have joined the group, all the existing people that are in the group, and shout out to all the future people that are about to join and probably watch this later on. How's everybody doing tonight? I wanted to get on here and just quickly cover the benefits of why starting your own business. What's the benefits of them? Because what I see a lot, what I've been getting a lot of feedback on is, people are in business or they're doing their side hustles but haven't got started. And like for me, I'm always like, why? Like, why haven't you put it on paper? I know timing is a thing. I know startup cost is a big thing. I know the vision or kind of waiting till things is right is a big thing. And I want to tell you, go get started. As simple as that sounds, and as not as it may seem like it's easy, and I know it's not. But you have to start. You can't say oh, I'm gonna wait until this timing is the right timing, or I'm gonna wait until this makes sense, or this is the perfect time. Because I'll tell you, it is never a perfect time to get started in business. So if you really believe in your vision, you really want it to happen, definitely start as soon as possible. You're gonna fail a billion times over and over, so you might as well start and grow through those learning those learning curves or those growing pains. So what's up, everybody in the chat? I see y'all. Lindsay, Charday, Safira, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Sammy, what up, brother? How are you, man? So the benefits of starting a business, and I jotted a couple things down. These are some of the things that I've started, or why I've started about 3 years ago. The biggest things for me was generational wealth. So that's the very first thing I'll start with. I mean, they say to save the best for last, but I'm gonna put my best first. I have children. I have a 13-year-old, I have a 2-year-old, and I have a 1-year-old, 2 girls, 1 boy. And that was the reasons why I really started. Generational wealth was a big thing. The reason it's so big to me is because I'm looking around, and I've learned over the years is that I want my children to be able to own the things that I've owned, not even just what I've owned, but the things that we've built as a family. The last name, their names, and then kind of leave a legacy for them. I wrote a status the other day is that my kids can't take my 9 to 5. They would actually have to apply for my position, go to the interview, interview with my boss, then interview with my boss's boss, and then be stacked up against 10 candidates, and maybe they'll get my position. That sounds broken, right? I'd be like, this is my son, this is my daughter. They could take over my position. Nope, it doesn't work that way. But in business, you can literally hand down your business to your children. You can actually start early with them. You can add them as an employee. There's benefits that way. That's a whole different life and a whole different story. You can add them to your LLC. I already wrote a will, and in my will, it has my children taking over my businesses. So you can't do that anywhere else other than business, right? And then my business has my name and my family name attached to it. So generational wealth, my business will live on with my children for the rest of their lives. If they want it or not, but it's their choice. But it's left for them. And then, thank God willing, it's going to be a successful business with a lot of revenue that they could own. The other thing is, the second thing is your own pace of work. So everybody works differently. I've been in retail my whole life, and I've been in fast moving retail, and it's like you move really, really fast. You got to pick up. They changing rules and regulations and policies and sales. Boom, bada bang. You got to show up and adapt to their pace of work. Thank God I'm a fast learner, and I can adapt very fast because I've been in the business for a long time, or retailing a long time, sadly. Shout out to all my retail workers, by the way. Y'all are some goats. I'm a leader in my position, so I'm directly with a front line, with a team that's able to interact and handle things more face to face with customers than I normally do. But sometimes I got to get in the mix and roll up my sleeves. But the own pace of work, not everybody works as fast or is a quick learner or can keep up with the pace. And those employees or leaders or managers that can't keep up with their pace of the company's vision, or their pace, or the company's pace, they are then subjected to, counseling. They're subjected to accountability, things of that sort, because they can't keep up or they can't adapt to the company's visions or the company's expectations, things of that sort. So when you own your own business and you're your own, what's the word I'm looking for? When you're in charge, when you're an entrepreneur or a CEO, or you own your own business, then you control that work pace. You can move as fast as you want. You can move as slow as you want. You can take breaks if you need to. You can think of your strategy. You can change your structure. So you have control of all that when you own a business. When you work for a corporation or a company, you have very little control, and then even scarier, you have very little say. So that's another benefit of owning a business that comes with being your own boss. So you can write your own rule book. You can create your own policies, things of that sort. You can change your objectives. You can change your sales pitch. You can change your website if you own a website. You can change your mission statement, your vision statement. You can change all of that. You can't do that again when you don't own a business, or you're just. And then, don't get me wrong. Don't misinterpret this message of saying that working for corporate or working for a job is something bad. But I'm just explaining the benefits of owning a business over kind of that stagnant routine thing you do for money, on the side, or that you do it full time. So job security, back to it, right? Corona, I think, so my business started a little bit before COVID, like a year before COVID. Well, my first business did. The second one started in COVID, towards the tail end of it. And that was the biggest thing, was job security. Like, COVID hit a lot of corporations, a lot of retail locations, a lot of regular jobs, and they cut all those people off. Like, a lot of people were affected by COVID, lost their jobs, was laid off, and then COVID kind of slowed down, and the pandemic slowed down, and guess what? Those people were still they didn't ring their doorbells, or they didn't knock on their email and say, hey, come on back, we're back open for business. Like, those people had to move on, get other jobs or sources of income, and keep it moving. Like, so job security is another benefit for businesses, because you control that through whatever is going on in the world. Yes, it may impact your business depending on what's happening, but you are in control of how you're going to manage that, versus someone putting you on a conference call and say, hey, this is your last day today. We thank you for your service. Here's your package. Here's no package. Here's no benefits. See you later. And then life goes on for that company or that boss. So let's see. Another benefit, there's no cap on income. So you can make whatever you want to. You can set your goals of wherever you want to make money. There's no cap. There's no, you're stuck out here. When a salary employee is capped out at what their offer letter is. Of course, there's bonuses, things of that sort. Sometimes it goes on top of salary, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you're capped out at that amount, or you make under because the company said you're going to get this bonus. Things change, pandemic, rules, structure, all that's affected. When you own your own business, there is no cap. You can put in, you can make 1,000 sales, 100 sales, You could charge your unit per price $100, $1,000. You can market it however you want. So there is no cap in your gross income, which is the amazing benefit. I've seen for myself revenue streams that are like great. You know, I'm able, God blessing, I'm able to make, you know, what I made. And I'll tell you a story real quick. Just get me kind of going back to it. I had to work at Wawa overnight for a couple months. I had to do, you know, build some extra revenue for the business. I was running my 9 to 5. Had to get some extra money for the business for a project. So I was like, let me get a small overnight job, 10 to 6 at Wawa. It was killing me. The labor, I couldn't believe I was doing it sometimes. But I think I was making like $18 or $17, something like that overnight. And I think my paycheck was like $4 or something. And I had to work all week. I got paid weekly, so it was pretty good. I was like, oh, this is a nice little change coming in weekly. And I got my first client deal. I think it was for an hour. And that deal was how to start a business. And in that hour, I think it was a total of like $380. And I was like, damn, like $380. I made it an hour. And then I worked all week. I had to clean the women's bathroom, the men's bathroom, stock the shelves, mop floors for 8 to 9 hours to bring home $4 something in a week. And at that moment, I was like, guess what I did? I quit the next day. Because I had to learn to myself that, Raph, you have to work smarter, not harder. You have to use your skill set and your abilities to bring in what you can for your family. And that was just a nice eye opener for me personally. I'm glad that I'm able to share that story with y'all, because sometimes we like, okay, we got to do this to get to the next. But sometimes you just got to take a step back and really look at your skill set, your abilities, your business structure, and have confidence and believe in it, versus just saying, all right, let me go to the grind, let me go hustle this way, let me go get another job. Sometimes it's just right in front of you, and you got to believe in your vision and believe in your services. Other quick thing is stop cutting your prices down, man. I'm seeing so much great things from individuals, a lot of great value, a lot of great skill sets and talents and businesses, and a lot of people are undercutting themselves because of the market. And I understand the market, but if you believe in your vision and you're offering a service that is 100% beneficial to people, and you believe in it, and you got real skill set, talent in your business and your approach, don't cut down your services. It don't matter about who's doing this and over there. This is what you charge. This is the reasons why you charge. And that's it. I mean, we buy Apple. I haven't bought an Apple iPhone in a long time, but we do it every year. When the new iPhone comes out, we spend $1,400, $1,000 on these iPhones. We keep it for a year or two, and then we either sell it or we do it all over again. Now you got two phones. But if Apple can charge people and customers the $1,000 a year, and you're able to pay that, and they don't change their pricing, you're offering a business or a service or a product, and you're undercutting your own prices, and you're doing 4 times the work to present that product or service. So stop cutting your prices. So that's a big benefit. Not to get off track, I got off track a little bit, but no cap on income. That's a big benefit in business. What's up, Brandon? What's up, Maria? Other benefit is tax benefits, right? So when you create a LLC, you do a 1099, you then are opening up another door for tax benefits. So, you know, think about how you run your business, or if you're established in your business and you're doing your taxes and your taxes are set up correctly, then you can start looking at the expense piece. Like, you know, are you driving your personal vehicle for business usage and things of that sort? You know, that's a business expense, because you're using your car for, you know, travel for business needs, meetings. If you're taking flights, for a business meeting, you got to book it through your business company with your company's name and set up a business account, and then that's a tax benefit because it's a write-off because you're now taking trips. If you're running your business out of a storefront or your home, and you transfer your electric into your business name because it's registered under your business address, that's a business benefit because that's now an expense because it's under your business name, and it all matches up. So a lot of benefits with taxes, a lot of expenses, a lot of write-offs you can do. I definitely just encourage you to look into getting a tax specialist, because IRS, they out here now. So make sure you're doing it right, doing it the right way. But just think, if you're using your phone, you're using electric, you're expensing meals, you got employees, that's all an option for you to take advantage of, especially when you're running a business. So big tax benefit, open up a business, liability LLC. So the greatest thing of creating an LLC is that you're not personally liable for that business. Yes, when you do applications with credit and things of that sort, they're going to most likely ask for a personal guarantor, which you then are signing off behind the business, say, hey, I do acknowledge this piece of your business application, your credit, things of that sort. But when you look up a LLC, you are not liable personally. All the records I have on my personal credit report and all my business credit reports, they totally are separate and they don't interchange. Now be careful, there are some accounts like Capital One, they offer a Spark business credit card, but in those terms and conditions they say, hey, you run this application, it's going to pop up on your personal report. Chase, Wells Fargo, what other ones? I think PNC, Bank of America, all those don't pop up on your personal report. Another great one, what is that other one? When I first started, I can't think. I'll think of it and I'll post it in the comments for y'all tonight. But it's those records that they're totally separate. So that's a good benefit of owning a business, that when you build business credit, it's a separate profile from your personal credit. So a lot of things are a benefit of opening up an LLC. Other cool benefit is you get approved for twice as much, right? When you do a trade line or a business credit. And so there's line of credit for business, and then there's a business credit card limit, which are two separate things. On the personal side, you only get personal credit, you get loan, things of that sort. On the business side, you have more options of credit lines. If you're approved on the personal side, for example, say for $5,000, on the business side, if you do a PG and your business credit is decent from trade lines, after you establish those first, they're going to approve you for $8,000 to $10,000. So you're always going to get approved twice as much if you have good credit on the personal side. So that's why it's very important to have good credit on the personal side, and then have some established credit on the business side. So if you got more questions about that, definitely hit me up. But a lot of benefits, you'll get approved twice as much on the business side. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 or 9 things of the benefits of why you should start a business. Again, like I said in the beginning of the live, definitely get started. If you haven't started already, what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for funds? I get it. Okay, that's the only excuse I'm gonna give you. If you're waiting for funds, I'm not giving you any other excuse of why you haven't got started yet. Alright, y'all, that's my little 2 cents. Again, my name is Raf. I'm the CEO of Rafscoachingllc. This is the entrepreneur parking lot, where we encourage, we motivate, we teach all existing entrepreneurs. Shout out to the new entrepreneurs, the existing entrepreneurs. and all the ones that are coming up are getting ready to join the group. Facebook has got me tied down, so they like prevent me from adding so many. We're at almost 1,000 folks. I'm super excited to get 1,000 group members. Again, feel free to share anything on this platform, as long as it's business related, it's motivational, it's godly. It can encourage someone that's looking to get started or is in business that or looking to start. I'll approve anything. I'm gonna need some moderator help a little bit. Once we crack 1,000, I'll shout out to you guys, and then we can get some help and some moderators in here. Because the more people that can steer this ship, the better for everybody on the platform. Let's continue to grow. Invite anybody that you like to the group. Share anything to the group. A post from your personal page to the group page, and continue to be great. Thanks for the time, everybody. It was much love. As always, have a great night. I'll talk to y'all next week. Stay great and get started. Peace.